Hello and welcome back to another episode of Math with Stone. Today we're going to be doing angle side angle and angle side triangle congruence. So those are the two things. If you have angle side angle, the side must be physically in between the two angles. And if you don't, then the side would have to be like off to the side, not in between. So here's what I mean by that. So here we have an angle. We have this shared side in the middle. And then we have an angle. Physically, if we look at the top triangle only, we had this angle, side, and then the angle. See how that side is physically connecting the two angles together? That would mean that this is, in fact, angle side angle, provided the bottom triangle also does it, which it does. It's an angle, a side, and an angle. Okay? If it is going to be angle side, like it is on number 3, look here. We have two angles and then we have a side, but this side is not physically in between these two angles. It is literally like hanging off over here off to the left, in which case now that's why we call it angle side. All right, so that's all there is to it. We do need to confirm that the other triangle does have that as well, angle side over here. We're good to go. Number 2, we have an angle, we have a side, and we have another angle. That right angle is still an angle. That side is physically connecting the two or in between, and that is why it is angle, side in the middle, angle. All right. Number 4, we have a side, we have a side. That's all we have. Side is not a measure of congruence. If it only has two things, it's not going to be congruent every time. If you have another not congruent, the other things that would make it not congruent are if the two triangles don't match up with the same letters, or if you have angle, or angle, side. Those are the not congruent ones. All right. Number 5, we got an angle here. We have a vertical angle that we can fill in. We're allowed to fill in vertical angles. We're allowed to fill in shared sides. Angle, the side, is the side physically in between? No. So angle, side here. Here, number 6, we have two sides again. Two sides is not a measure of congruence, so this one's not congruent. Number 7, we have one angle, we have two angle, we have three angle. Angle does not work. This is not congruent. I can give you tons of reasons why, because you could shrink or like make the triangle bigger and it would still not really be the same triangle. It'd be a bigger triangle or a smaller triangle. It'd be a similar triangle though. Number 8, we have an angle and a side. We have this vertical angle right here. That vertical angle does give us two angles, so it's going to be something with two angles. Is the side physically in between them? No. So that's why we have angle, side, not in between the two A's. Versus number 9, once you fill in that shared side, now the side is physically in between the two angles, so you put that S physically in between the two A's. Number 10 is angle, which is not one of the congruency statements. All right. The next phase of our lesson is going to be in determining what additional piece of information would be needed for the triangles to be considered congruent via angle, side, angle, or angle, side. Those are the focuses for today. I have other videos that have all of them combined or just individuals. This is a focus on angle, and angle, side. So here we have an angle and we have a shared side. Right there. The one that I just filled in. So the thing that we need for it to be angle, side, angle would be these two angles that I'm drawing right here. You are not allowed to say angle C must equal angle C though, because both of those are angle C like its entirety. What you need to do is actually say angle DCQ with the C in the middle must be congruent to DCE, angle DCE. Notice that we went in the same order, D to C to Q. D to C to E. So it was like going from this right side, then to C, then back up or down. Make sure you're doing it in the correct order to be fully correct. For number 12, we need it to again be angle, side, angle. We have two angles provided. So we need to find the side that would be in between these two angles, which is right here. See how that KL, that side, connects the two angles? So KL must be congruent to UT or TU. Which one would we need to do? Well, we went from the K, which had a single hash mark, so we need to go from the U, which has a single hash mark. So U to T would be the correct way to do it, and that would make it angle, side, angle. Number 13, you can fill in your vertical angle for angle S, which means we need the shared side. The shared side this time is kind of difficult to see because it's going from the right angle to the S. That would be in between. So we need to go from the right angle to the S, which would be in between, which it's not ST. That's what a lot of students might make the mistake with. So we're going from C to S. That would need to go from R to S because we need the S to be the last thing because I went from the right angle to the middle angle. So I would need to go again from the right angle, which is R, to the middle angle. You could flip it around. You could do or S to R is equal to S to C. Both of those are fine, but you need to be in the correct order. It needs to be this one or that one, not a combination of the two. 14, we're moving right along. We got an angle, side, angle again here. Here's our angle. Here's our vertical angle. So what side do we need to fill in? That would be the side in between, which I have just marked. In between connecting these two angles would be from W to V, must be equal to, congruent to, K to V. Not the only way to write it, and you could, if you want to be particular, you could put those segment lines over it. All right, let's do some angles, angle, sides. We have an angle provided. We have a side that is shared. So we need an angle side. So we do not want the angle to be in between, the side to be in between the angles. So that must mean that this angle must be here and here, because if I put it on this bottom part, now then the side would be in between. But now, see how it's angle, and side's not in between? So we need it to be angle E is equal to angle T. You are allowed to get away with saying E and T in this case because E is the only angle over here. Versus before, it was like angle D. See how angle D has two different angles, technically three, all a part of it? So if E is the only thing here and T is the only thing there, you can get lazy and put it there. As only an E and only a T. Angle, side here. We got an angle, we have a side. You can put the side here for ZX. That would be fine. But you would also be allowed to put it for YZ because that would also be considered not in between. So I am just going to put it on ZX because I already marked it, which is after doing the triple angle, the double angle, and then it would be the side. So I need to go triple angle, double angle, M, then L, and then the side here. So I need side ZX to be congruent to LN. That is not the only one. YZ could also be equal to MN, and that would just be a different angle, side congruency. All right. 17 and then 18, and we're out of here. 17, we got angle, side angle, shared side. We need an angle in between. Well, that would be this angle right here and that angle right there, which would be angle GHV and angle we went from this G part, which was from the single, so that would be HGI. Must be congruent to angle HGI. Order matters. And last one, we got angle, side here. We got angle. We got a shared side. We need another angle. Well, I'm just going to say it's this angle right here with K and this angle right here with K. It could also be K and L. It could also be L and L. But we do have to label it appropriately. I'm going to go FKL, angle FKL, must be congruent to angle, I'm going JKL. That way they go in the same order. That's going to do it for this one. Until next time, everybody, stay positive, my friends, and I will see y'all later. Bye.